Okay, I think I've encountered a bug now. It's only July. It didn't happen. This game is telling me that Norman Ray died of natural causes. Time takes its toll. It just had this person pass away. The thing is, it's not marking him with that typical, like, crossed out, dead sort of graphic. He's only 35. And what it's saying here is that his age is 90, which that's not true. His skill is 9.0. Maybe that's where it's but his skill is 10, and that's also not true. He's actually capped at 9. So I really don't know what's going on there. I know what's going on there, though. Complete and utter and total failure is what's going on there. I'm going to keep rolling the dice on you. Man, I don't know what happened there. So I really don't know who died, because I think I have him involved in a project, and it didn't actually tell me that. So let me go back to my actors really quick. And he is not alive anymore. Yeah, he's not. Oh, I think he was somebody different, though, wasn't he? Wasn't he a different person? Or a different position? I don't think so. Yeah, I think they actually took him away from me for natural causes with really weird descriptions. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. He wasn't at war. I thought I just used him for something, but... All right, well, whatever. I'm not going to select the factory demand either. War veteran. Oh, there it is. See, that's what I wanted for that. That's what I wanted for this. So now I want to... Hold on. I want to repeat this. Now we're going to go in to... Where is it? Right. Police protection. Thank you. And I want to go back into my synopses, right? And it's coming home. I want to rewrite this. So let's go back. No. Okay, hang on. I got to go story workshop, edit, coming home. Yes, this is how. Continue. Now everything should get filled in for me. There we go. And now I can change soldier to be the war veteran. That is what I was looking for before. I just didn't have it available. So all of this makes more sense now. I think it makes more sense as a script now. Okay, once again, send it back to archive. Yeah, there it is. September 2nd, 1945. The Japanese surrender was signed aboard the battleship Missouri. They're crying victory across America. Quote, we've seen many terrible things in recent years, quote, end quote, wrote columnist Andrew Cost in Exquisite Cinematique. Has all this really happened? Who is to blame for it all? How can we go on living? What lies ahead? Our politicians certainly cannot answer these questions for us, but perhaps cinema can. Fred Carpenter lost the mayoral election to Tom Leland. I mean, he was in poor health anyway, you know. The young and energetic Leland simply looked more convincing and easily beat his opponent, whose heart problems only worsened over the campaign. It's surprising that Carpenter even dared to enter the ring. In recent months, he spent more and more time in the hospital and less time at work, wrote political scientist Robert Hughes in his column for USA Daily. His campaign was bold, even desperate at times, but youth and health won out. So our friendship with Fred Carpenter is over. He lost his job and all interest he held in worldly vanity, and that's okay, because we still have Wendy Carpenter, right? Wait. Right? We have Wendy, we have you under contract. Wendy's still here. We still have Wendy. She's 35. She's her own woman. She doesn't need her dad's permission to be here. She's under contract until 1947, by the way. So you have to stay here with us. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a level 5 Howard Gordon on you. Yeah, that's right. We got things we're going to do together here, Wendy. Okay? Lots and lots of things we're going to do together. Just you wait. More, I mean, I don't even need the influence at this point. I just want to see it get to 10K. So, Roger Fox. His name wasn't on the list of casualties, so soon it will be on the movie posters once again. He returns from the war. The racist is still with us. The 4-time award-winning racist? Yeah. Not an award-winning racist. He's an award-winning director who just happens to be racist. Makes it sound like we're giving out awards for how racist you are. I don't think that's happening in the 1940s, but maybe. Hey, O'Nelly just got crazy good here. So let's hope that this thing kills it in production, okay? I don't want any slip-ups. We're going to make sure this thing is awesome. And in order to do that, we're actually going to go down to 8 hours per day. Less stress on everyone. With a level 5 production security. It'll take us a while to produce it. It'll cost us more, but oh boy, I want that thing to work. All right, Merle Benson, head of script department. His contract is up. You can have $900 a month, sir. Jack Sharp also is not on the list of casualties, so that's really great. Good, good, good. Everyone's returning from the war. Very, very nice. Tripped on Sunday. Yeah, we could probably still put that in there. It looks like it's doing okay. Let's maybe do it about like this. That seems like it's all right. You don't need to be very specific. At this point, we're making a lot of money. We don't need to be super specific on anything. Shaken Not Stirred is done. Yeah, that's like the 3rd month it's been in theaters. It's done. It made really good money. And then Russell Ramsey is also not on the casualty list. Very good. Matthew Zimmerman. What are you good at again? Hold on. What are you? I want a writer, right? I need writers for my scripts. So you're into romance movies. 7.1. I mean, I need you to write things in order to get your, your stuff up here. I need you to write things. Also, I only have 6 writers. I only have 6 writers. What happened to that? What's all that about? Oh, look at this. Okay. Sure. Yeah, great. Probably take the adventure writer. He's not even... I could take them both. But then I have to fire somebody. Who am I firing? Matthew Zimmerman. Probably Harley. I know he's uncapped, but he's got these negatives. And, maybe Joe. Probably Joe, because he is capped. And then... Or no, it's got to be Herbert. Yeah. It's got to be Herbert. Herbert Ford is probably the one. Or Cornelius. He's capped as well. At least Herbert's an 8. But he's a romance guy, and that's kind of like what you are as well. So I'm probably going to replace Herbert with you. Let's grab you for now. I'm not going to slow down anyone currently in because the projects don't retroactively do that. So yeah, I guess we'll take Fred Wright here too. And now you're still going to be 52 days out, and you're still going to be 36 days out. So in 36 days, I'll get rid of you, and then that will be my 7 writers. And then on top of that, I think I want Alton to write my Coming Home from War Tale or War Story. And then I can have my other writer that I just hired write the other one. So in a month, I'm not having my writers do anything new. So they're just going to sit here and do nothing for now. And then a month we can fire Herbert, and then we'll have 7 writers and no one's slowed down. Okay. 100% of 2,400 people. So I think we just kind of replicate that. Just kind of do this. This is fine. Yeah, this will be fine. All right. I'll zoom you guys ahead. If anything else in the story happens, I'll zoom you guys ahead. But we have week 12 for Life in a Barrel. Super great movie. A+, right? Week 12 finally made 0, but we had 100% attendance on 1,600 showings on week 11, and then absolutely nothing after that. That's strange. That's pretty strange, but it is what it is. Let's end distribution there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got excited when engineering popped up, but then it's only showing me the invention speed plus 25%. So it didn't show me exactly what I wanted. We could go 50% as well, but like it would never finish. It takes way too long to do any of these things. It's just insane how much time the devs think I want to spend on this stuff. It's absolutely asininely stupid to spend that much time on just a 25% increase in your invention speed. I mean, these timelines really should be dramatically reduced to even be remotely attractive to me. Additional research groups maybe could be a thing, because it's actually a shorter time period, but it's still taking a long time to do. And honestly, for the sake of my series right now, I'd just rather generate influence points, even though I don't really need to. So, okay, so this is now 300 days out, which it was already. If I recall, it was already 300 difference. And like adding story elements to the code, you guys, it's 1945. The war is over. Really? Okay, look, guys, look. I'm just going to do this because I want to. All right. I know I don't need to push this much into it, but I can. I'm going to put my finger on the button so hard that you're going to look at this. This is basically like my Hiroshima right now. Okay. I'm looking at this like, hey, by the way, boom. This is me flexing my muscles. Good luck beating it is all this is. Okay. Yeah. You can put all sorts of influence you want. I beat you by over 1,000. So whatever. You're not adding anything to the code. It's not happening. The Supreme Court has confirmed it's taking up United States versus Gernstein Brothers. The government is arguing that antitrust law prohibits movie studios from owning movie theater chains. The case is expected to go to trial next year. Yeah, eventually we will be losing control of our theaters. Thanks, Gernstein, you jerks. We will eventually be losing control of them. And then everything will cost more. But, I have almost $400 million. It'll be all right. The corporate tax rate has decreased from 53% down to 19%. America is victorious. It is time to rebuild. This tax cut is a step to aid our honest entrepreneurs so they can rebuild our country in peacetime, said Treasury Secretary Owen Freeman, speaking before Congress. Yay! We get to keep more of our money that we earn. Isn't that great, guys? Tripped on Sunday. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and end that. Very nice. And training is successful for Alice. She has lifted her limits. That's very good. Unlike Bill Horton, who is not very good. Let's go ahead and put him back in there. Gertrude! 10 stars for Gertrude, everyone. Yay! We have Gertrude in there now. She can be casted as the widow. Ho, ho, ho. Yes, she can. She can be casted as my widow. No, not this one. I'm going to keep doing this because I want... Although, do I want to? The reputation? The reputations go to 10K anyway, so whatever. We're going to have 10K reputation. I think that's an achievement, 10K reputation. I think it is. My writer... Oh, the Grove. You're done. Yep. So I think... That's my reputation bump, right? Yeah, not quite yet. Where's my writers here? So they're still going to be slow, right? I don't want them to start anything new yet because they're still going to be slow. But Herbert's done in 11 days. Once that happens, he's fired. No one's slow at that point, and I can have these two guys write my big story. Although I do want Alton to write the widow story because he's good for drama, but or no, the soldier story. And then one of these guys could take the widow story right now. But I'm not going to do that because they'll be slow and it doesn't retroactively apply. So I need one of these guys to, I want Herbert to be fired first, basically. So we're going to wait 11 days and have that happen. Positive attitude. Employee happiness won't drop when their loyalty falls below 10, which is also a wasted perk. But I had, like, what else am I going to do? I'm not mothballing buildings. There's no point in me doing that. I don't care about the cheap illegals because I have infinite money. And so it was like a wasted thing. But positive attitude, this thing will never trigger for me because there will just not be anyone ever below 10 loyalty. So it is what it is. And the HR department cannot do influence or whatever. It can't do that. So it's just going to sit here and do nothing unless I'm doing something, right? So cheap illegals... cheaper while closed, agile mothballing. I mean, it doesn't matter. None of these things matter to me. So you know what? Here, we'll do that. So it's 1,600 days and it won't bug me anymore. There you go. Joe Lowe. I think you could actually write something here too. Joe has a comedy preference, but he's 9.0. I just don't see a justification for having Joe write something for me when these two aren't writing anything. You really should just be doing this. But these guys... they really want that 95 days until we have 10 story elements, and then we can really shine. And actually, what I should do, I'm gonna wait 95 days. Then I will amend those scripts. Yes, I will change those scripts so that they have that extra story element, and then I will give it to my writers. That is how we will do it. Okay. Wonderful. I figured that out. I got there. Eventually I got there, guys. I know some of you were probably saying this like off on the side here. You're like, hey, wait a minute. You should just, yeah, we're going to do it. So now nobody's slow. Let's see my synopses. So Looking Glass, accidental hero for the Looking Glass. This is a action science fiction thriller. not super great for you, but I want the other scripts written by other people, right? Let's see. Do we have a romance movie at all here? No. We could make one, but I'm not going to do one. We have Pass the Torch as well. Looking Glass. I mean, I could just wait and amend all of these scripts, right? We could wait and amend them all. It just means not releasing a movie for the next, like, we basically delay all movie releases by 3 months, but like whatever, right? We already have O'Nelly in production. There's another one in pre. This script is basically done now. We can start producing this one. So I don't think that's a problem. We're just going to wait. We'll start this project right now, et cetera, et cetera. I know I was going to zoom you ahead, but like, there's enough interesting stuff to keep me going is really all this is. I want you to see everything ish. This guy needs a movie. 194 days left. He needs one. I'm not going to do this one for him, but I need to start one immediately for this guy. And I think I'm just going to buy a script for him because I just want him to create something so that his contract doesn't expire. And it's not this movie. This movie is not good for him. In fact, this one is misogynist. Great. I can't have you on the farm girl protagonist, can I? You either. What is it with misogynists today, man? They're just everywhere. Fine. Silvano Holmes. You're more appropriate for the script, I guess. I'll give you a soundstage because you love that kind of thing. I really want to give you locations, but you're just more proficient here. So, because I can't give you the 5, the 9. It doesn't matter. This column right here is for my 10 scripts. So, whatever. That's for my 10 scripts. Let's just get you all... like all these things right here. This screen right here is defaults, right? It's the same thing every single time, but it's like 6 clicks to make this happen. More than that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clicks to get through that. It's ridiculous. Just default it, man. All right. So you're saved for my 10 script. I think Bruce Hammond needs to be saved for that too. So, Anthony, you're up. He's libidinous, not great for my female protagonists. Franklin, ooh, I'm not going to be able to use you. Your contract's up before I can get those other scripts done, so we're going to do this. And then director, Roger, I'm waiting for you. I think Herman should probably wait here too, although, man... you're known for drama, so that's fine. So I think you two are going to be my directors for my 2 big films that I'm trying to do. So that means Milton Fox is on deck. Is there anyone that has a lower contract timer? 252, 8.0. I care less about this script really, so I guess that's fine. I'm probably not going to. No, we're going to get that script I'm buying, right? So whatever that is, yeah. So I'm gonna put Mike Martin on this one. He's libidinous. Never mind. Hang on. Milton's on this one. Farm Girl. Oh man, I don't want Farm Girl for you. No, I don't want Farm Girl for you. This is an Alice script, I think. You're my widow. You're gonna be the widow after the war. Vivian could be the worried wife. Yeah, I think so. Alice still has not won an award, though. I never got her award. The mentor. Jane? Jane, I think, maybe? You can add some star power to this by making it Teresa, but I think I wanted you to be the sidekick friend for this. I need to add that star power to that movie. So, we could just use Margaret Blake and get her out of here. 5.6. You could be in my purchase script that I'm about to do. I think Jane Fisher for this role. Rival for this. Rival for the farm girl thing? Is this what's the rival for? What did I do here? Social rejection? Maybe the rival is someone just causing self-doubt, right? It's somebody who's causing self-doubt in the character. Maybe Edward. We'll put Edward in this. Sidekick. 99 days. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. If this coin flip This 50-50 coin flip that she's doing in 99 days. Because the script and the elements and stuff, there's only like a 10-day difference here between her training and that script stuff being done. So if this coin flip is successful, she can be my widow. Okay? If it's successful, then she's a 10-star actress who can win an award in a big movie with 10 elements, all right? If that's successful. If it doesn't, if it fails, we'll run it again and it'll be Gertrude. I think that's how I want to play that. Yeah. In that case, Wanda's here and the patriarchal figure is actually going to be Edwards. Let's swap this out. You're going to be the patriarchal figure, and the rival in this case will be... Let's use Solomon for this one. All right, off you go. Off you go. And now I need to purchase a script really quick, right? So let's go to scripts, buy scripts, and what do we want? What do we want? This one's probably fine. Historical horror, has all freshness. Fine. Let's purchase and I don't want to shelve it. I want to begin it. This is a World War II script. Oh, where is it? Right here. This is a World War II script. Pacific. Yeah. Wayward Soul. I mean, it's kind of against the times now, isn't it? Doesn't really fit our timeline anymore, you know? Because it's a World War II script. But I mean, maybe there's a place for war movies, but we're all like over the war now, aren't we? All right, we'll start it anyway, because I need him to produce something so it's not like a waste in his script. We're definitely going to come down here. Let's use Wilson. And we'll give you all locations, although I'm only going to give you 3 stars. Because the script is not worthy of spending the extra money on amazing locations. We'll go 3. You'll probably improve it in some way there, right? Yeah, I think high is fine here. The script isn't great, so I'm all right with this. And then I think also there's a huge cost difference between this, so I'm going to go here. A huge cost difference. I have a $400 million. Huge cost difference. Ricardo, you can do this one. Director, I want to give that to one on timer. That's Paul Tanner. Wait a minute. My producer was... the other one was... Yeah. The other one I couldn't use anyway because his contract was up. So, Wayward Soul. Wayward Soul. Nobody that's going to be in my other movies. Let's do Scott. He looks like a Wayward Soul. Mad Scientist. Owen. Yeah, Owen Olsen. You're appropriate for the scripts too. So there you go. I just realized that if I really want to just make sure this hits 10K reputation before I'm done, which it totally will anyway, but if I really want to make sure, I'll just give a sizable donation to charity and that'll do it. Like there's nothing else I really need to do. Opal, their development ceiling was not lifted, so we failed with Opal as well. We'll go ahead and begin the repeat on that. And then we have Jerry Leonard, public relations executive, saying, yesterday, I dropped in on a friend who handles arms contracts for the government. My friend always brags about knowing the Minister of Defense. Apparently, they've been friends since school days, and they're on each other's Christmas lists. Anyways, my friend told me the Pentagon has some kind of program to support war films. He showed me the documents. By the looks of it, Arthur Gernstein pulled some strings so that this information wouldn't reach the other studios in time, so he can skim off the cream for himself. Ah, I see. I can't vouch for whether it's true or not, but apparently for any film about American soldiers in the Second World War, provided it's released before December 31st, 1946, the Pentagon will use the administration's resources to fill the theaters to capacity. Ho, 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 ho. Whoa! Any film about American soldiers in the Second World War. Now, does this mean I need a soldier? Because, like, those two are about that, but I don't think that's... How do they classify that? Because, like, technically these films are about that, but I don't know how the game is classifying it. Is it about the setting? Let's go with mitigated horrors. I don't know. Just Throwing out random names at this point. Drama horror, drama science, historical, drama historical. Maybe we'll go something like this. Now, is it about this, right? Because it's got these 3 classifications here. So I'm thinking maybe this is it. Can try Pacific and see if that's something that it's going to do for me. Okay, so in this case, we want a soldier. Antagonist, I don't think matters as much here, but if there's something war-like, then okay. War criminal, fine. Yep. Let's go with our sidekick. Let's go with our... You can go damsel in distress. Why not? It's free, right? We don't need a love interest here, though. Let's go with key witness. And maybe we go with brother in arms. Yep. And then the themes here, we could go with maybe betrayal. That's why he's a war criminal, maybe. Big battle scenes. We could go with maybe escaping captivity, because that goes with damsel in distress. And then our finale will be the 10th element once it unlocks, right? Because we basically have a year. So as long as the film is made and released before December 31st, 1946, as long as this says 1946, we're good. And we can do all of these movies all at once. We have enough people and money and resources to make like 7 films at a time, right? So we could just double in and just go ham on this, and then max out our theaters to make as much money as possible before 1947, where they begin to talk about, and the Supreme Court begins to threaten, and then ultimately will, in the end, take away our theaters. So we can just make the most money possible from that. So I like that. We'll go like this, but I'm not going to write it yet. We're going to wait for everything. So I think we spend the rest of this video creating what scripts we're going to use to take advantage of the situation. And in this case, let's do a drama action. We'll go 40-60 there. And then let's say this one is in Europe, because I think this is the tag that the game is probably looking for. I'm not going to do Brothers in Arms. It's way too expensive. There's no reason to do that because they're going to fill our theaters anyway. So in this case, we're kind of like in this area where we could make something that costs less, but by spending more, we can get that artistic score and the popcorn score up above the 9.0s that they need to get both bonuses. And then the government fills everything. So it just becomes a ridiculous windfall, right? That's the idea. Everything combos together here. So take advantage. Soldier. We can do this 3 times before it's stale. Probably could do war veteran as well here, but it doesn't fit for the title in this case. So soldier it is again. We're going to be using this twice now. Maybe last survivor even. No. Is there another protagonist that pertains to the war specifically? Other than Brothers in Arms? You know what we could do? Brothers in Arms actually could be this because it's more fresh. We could just make sure there's only 2. That's fine. That's not that expensive. So we could just do 2. So these 2 have the... We can use the damsel in distress thing again. We could. It's easy. It incorporates our women into there. That's what we want. And then maybe villain's right-hand man, but in order to do that, we need the war criminal back. Or friend turned enemy could be okay here. Yeah, criminal mastermind. No, not so much. I don't think these things really fit for the war movie, though. It's really war criminal that only fits there. So let's take out the villain. And I think that's kind of it for that. So themes and events, then. Scroll down here. We could make... This is a drama action movie, so war as hell makes sense here. We could do torture and captivity, which would lead us to a escape of some kind. Where is it? Right here. Am I using this too much? Let's not use it again. We'll use it this time, but not use it again. And then we want to also have not their dreams crushed. We don't want that. Tires for good. Self-down. Rescue the hostage. There is a hostage potentially here. Evil exposed. Maybe the evil exposed could work. I don't think there's a whole lot for evil here because there's no antagonist. So I think our finale needs to be about the protagonist, since there really isn't an antagonist, right? In this case. So at least not a concrete one. It's the war, right? You're struggling with the war. The antagonist is just the struggle through it. So yeah, I think maybe this is about rescuing that hostage. So if the damsel in distress is the hostage and we have torture and captivity, then it makes sense that probably we could incorporate this just to really get the bone grinder going on that. And then prison break makes sense too. So we can, again, save this. We'll have extra elements. We probably want to incorporate maybe another supporting character here. There's a lot of elements in this that goes. And I'm thinking because we have war is hell, torture and captivity, nudity, prison break, etc. Because we have those things, I might change this to also include this as a horror movie as well. This makes more sense for the setting. Absolutely a rated R kind of movie here. So we'll go this way and then again send it to archive because we're going to alter the script in about 70 days. So let's get another one going. We're going to make all these all at once, and we need them to all be written very quickly. So I want all my writers available at this time. And they're going to start writing them, I think, as soon as possible. So the very moment we have access to 10 elements, my writers are like, boom. And I think these bigger 9.0 plus writers, they should be able to finish it in about like less than 3 months, hopefully. And then we can shoot and film them all and get them all going, hopefully releasing them before or during December. It would be most advantageous, though, I'm thinking about this ahead of time here. It would be most advantageous, though, to not have them compete with each other. Make all these movies a single movie in our theaters, and they're not simultaneously released, right? So I think probably staggering their releases. So I would need some of them done earlier. Maybe I have to settle with 9.0s. I think I probably do. You might have to settle with that. Maybe. This could be a comedy. A comedy in the wartime. Yeah, it could. Action comedy. We could do 50-50 here. Let's put this one in Africa. Why not? And then, let's see. So the protagonist is going to be an accidental hero. Makes more sense here. Ambitious woman. Brothers in arms. Anyone else that would matter here for... working man doesn't matter. War veteran. Oh, settle with that could be... Now, I wonder if it's like... it's taking place in Africa, though, so it can't be that. It can't be that. Let's take a look and maybe go with... Yeah, it could be Clumsy Oaf, but... Yeah, let's go with Clumsy Oaf right now. And the antagonist can be... I don't know about the war criminal here. I feel like we need... Old friend turned enemy is better here, I think, in this context. And we're not using it as much, so it's fine. Okay, so again, damsel in distress and sidekick. And I don't know about a rival here for this. Villain's right-hand man makes sense. We need somebody else to help him in his comedy. An annoying suitor. Ooh, hey. This is... Yeah, like he's... I don't know, they're trapped in Africa. Maybe they're not soldiers, right? They're in wartime, but they're not soldiers. And he's got like his annoying wife with him or something, right? And then, or just like a girl that just won't leave him alone kind of thing. And then he gets jealous when they're after this damsel who's clearly cuter than she is. That kind of thing could happen. It's very funny. It could definitely work with that as far as a comedy goes. Themes and events. Catchy one-liners make sense for this. Let's go with... a fake couple. Characters are compelled by circumstances to pretend to be a couple. What if the trials they endure together spark true feelings? That's more of a romantic thing. I'm gonna avoid that. We don't need a final showdown. We don't really need the profanity here in this case. I don't think it really adds anything to this film. Lowbrow humor makes more sense than highbrow here. And I'm thinking maybe we go down the route of public declaration of love, rescue mission. We don't need to rescue a damsel in distress every single time. She could absolutely die. And it would help her to feel happier. And it could be funnier. It's fine. Struggle for a better life doesn't make sense here. It's a comedy, right? We want to keep it a little bit lighthearted. We don't need a treasure hunt, though. Maybe tank combat. There could be some tank combat. Maybe. We'll see. Let's go finale here because we only have one element, and then we can look at it later when we unlock the next element here. Star-crossed lovers doesn't make too much sense. Not that kind of movie. Family reunion. Everyone learns a lesson. We didn't rescue the hostage, so that didn't happen. The sweethearts stay together. I mean, it's not really a romance movie, right? So I don't think so. What is funny about this entire situation? All of these things. Boy becomes a man, I think maybe could be part of this. It doesn't really fit. I think Coleman will have a problem with this script, but it's okay. Like, I'm trying to imagine like a Kevin Hart movie stuck in between like the wars of Africa or something. Like, I'm going that style of comedy is what I'm thinking about here right now. I have no finished script, so I have no way for them to make them. So all of these synopses need to be written, and we need to produce these movies before the end of next year. We only have 12 months then to make these. And so I think because we only have 12 months to make these, I probably should make them, at least some of them, I should get them written now. It's these three that we're going to be taking advantage of. And the other two are going to be 10s. We know that. These ones are the only ones that matter for that huge thing. So why don't we start with our comedy writing? It could be a Joe Low as a 9.0. It'll take him 124 days to write this. So I think we can produce that. If he writes this in time, we can probably produce this in time. I do want to see if there is potentially a freelancer that can write this faster, though. I need it fast. And not a good one. Not a good one. Okay. They're expensive, but we're going to make so much money on this that it kind of doesn't matter. This is 257 days. Oh, right. Because hiring a freelancer is like hiring an eighth writer. Yeah. Okay. So Joe Low could write this one as an action comedy. It's kind of in his wheelhouse. 124 days is a little longer than I was hoping for, but that's kind of the point, right? We need to start now if we have any hopes of having it done to be able to produce it. So I'm going to have Joe Low work on that script. These two, I'm kind of thinking about gambling here. If I write this now, it's 127 days. I really can't take advantage of that with 10s. I need these written in that deadline. The other two, like this guy is writing my other script. I don't care. He's writing my war hero story. We don't have a romance movie. We don't have an adventure movie either. So, yeah, I'm thinking I need this written. So let's pick one. Doesn't matter which one. I guess they're kind of the same exact thing. We'll go with Joe Double. You will write this one with the Brothers in Arms. 127 days. We can at least get two of these that we can be pretty certain will release before December after they're writing. I'm going to take mitigated horrors and I'm going to save this one for their 10. And I'm going to try to make a 10 before that deadline, but I want two of them going just as a security blanket kind of thing. And I want them both written at the same time, and then I can stagger their releases. Cornelius Stewart just died. He was murdered. No security was protecting him, so that's why it happened. He's a writer, and he's a writer that was looking for an element. So that's not... I mean, I know death is a serious matter, but it's not that big of a deal to me. We can replace him. He's a 6.7 writer, and we can replace him with Maurice Fox, who is a 9.0. So, okay. And he likes detective movies, so there we go. So, in a way, I suspect Gernstein is responsible, because I'm like to blame them for everything. So, in a way, he did me a favor. Thanks, Gernstein. In a way. Let's see. So Aftermath is a war widow story. So these two, this one and this one, I want to be 10s. This one's going to be a 10. So it's these two that don't matter as much. Which writers are going to be writing these stories? Fred, definitely. Alton, I was going to say definitely because he's my drama writer, and turns out my new guy does not have drama. He's the detective writer. So, okay. So Alton, definitely. Joe Double is the new guy. And he's doing Taken Advantage of, right? So Fred Wright is going to be my other guy. So these two are going to write that movie. So that means Maurice Fox can write this. So we can take Looking Glass, Pass the Torch. Yes. These are the only two that I have a timer on right now, though. Everything else can be 10s. Yeah, I don't know why I'm worried about it. Everything else can be 10s. Because it doesn't need to be released before December of next year. Okay, and this is starting out really great. It can probably be boosted to 9. We'll see. It has really great people behind it. Locations are apparently hurting it. I did give it 3. No, I didn't. I gave it amazing locations. How does locations hurt it? It's because it's all soundstage? It's probably because it's all soundstage. But if it's all soundstage, then how did I give it amazing locations? No, this is amazing props. What am I doing? This is amazing props. Locations were soundstage, so they had to be 3-star. That's why. Yeah. There are 3-star locations. Okay, start that production, and we will get security in there to help you go. Okay. Guys, I think this is the end of this video. We can come back for the next one, and we'll see about taking advantage of this secret government program where they'll fill our theaters. How well will we do with that? Next video, we will have 10 story elements, and we can really start getting those outstanding things going for us, okay? Silvano Sanders' training has failed. I don't really care, honestly. Also, we'll see if Wendy becomes a 10. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.